Auntie Pals, it's Lee here. Welcome to week 49 of Margarete Miller's Collage Challenge. So this is 52 weekly assignments to cut out and use in your glue book. So this week's prompts are something on a string, floating label, a measurement of something, even if you write it out. So I found a scrap of paper and wrote the size of it on there, so it's 1.5 by 3 inches. A piece of map. So this is something I pulled off the inside cover of an old book. I really liked it, so I thought I'll keep that for something, but I don't know whether I'll use this bit because it's got this on here, so that's actually more interesting. So I'll see how I go with that one. So a geometric something or other shape. So, something in a geometric shape besides rectangular. So I've got 6 sides. What is it? It's not an octagon, that's got a pentagon maybe. And I've also got a circle that I cut out of a masterboard. I've also got that, which is another piece of the paper that the circle came out of. And something that's cold to touch, so I got a frog. Was really the only thing I could think of. I could think of heaps of things, but I didn't want to have to print off something. I wanted to use what I have in my stash boxes. Look, they're just filling up again. So I'm trying to use up those things before I start getting into the others. For my background today, I'm thinking I'll just use a bit of doily. And what have I got here? Got a piece of book page that excuse me, that I've been gluing on and inking, spilling glue on. So I might tear some of that up, stick it down and go from there. So I'm going to try and keep this as quick as possible because I'm really busy. How busy? You wouldn't believe it. I'm doing Ephemerember, so that's something that I'm doing daily for the next 25 days. On Wednesday, which will be the 7th of December, I think. It is the very last episode of the 2022 Collage Challenge. So I was co-hosting that with Julie until Julie has gone off to have a bit of a break. So I've been doing it by myself for the last few months. So that's the last one of them. And I will say I'll be breathing a sigh of relief when it's over. I feel, I don't know what the word is to describe how I feel about it. I just feel like under pressure all the time. And I do work better under pressure, but sometimes I need a bit of relief from the pressure. And I haven't heard from Julie at all, so I hope she's doing well, but she hasn't done anything on YouTube. I can't see that she's actually been watching anybody else's videos and commenting on them at all, so perhaps hasn't recovered from her ailments. I wish her all the best. So I was grateful that she wanted to partner up with me in the first place. So that was good. Anyway, hope she's okay. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to stick down the doily. And I'm going to use the scrap with a bit of map on it. I've got this thing here. So let's put the frog in behind one of them. Trim it up a bit. So Ephemerember kicked off yesterday. I only watched it last year, I didn't take part. Oh, I didn't even see the first half of it. I was involved in another challenge last year doing Christmas paintings, because up until last year I was only doing paints, like artwork. It looks funny now that I've cut it out of whatever it was in, like that. Stick a piece of that in there. So if I've got those 3 circles, I don't really need to have anything else. And maybe I will use a bigger piece of the map and just save that for something else. Let's just use, I like the blue, but I'm not going to use that bit. I'm just going to tear that off and use that. And then I've got my tag. So there's something on a string. It's super windy here today. Oh, yesterday it was first day of summer, and it was the coldest summer day on record in Australia. Or maybe it was Queensland. But it only got up to 18 degrees and it was raining. The feels like temperature was, it was 13 degrees or something like that. It was, I had a jumper on all day as well as shoes and socks. It was just crazy. Nearly put the heater on, which was ridiculous. Normally we would have had our air conditioner going for weeks by now. Just rethinking this. Ink. Let me ink that. Yeah, but I definitely haven't. Oh, there was a couple of days last week. We were actually in the swimming pool Saturday and Sunday last week. So this week, don't even want to look at it. And it's so full of leaves at the moment because of the wind. So I just want to ink along there, get rid of those white edges. I wonder if I should burn that. I wonder if I can do that without setting fire to the house. Got matches, a candle. Okay. So I'll have to burn and blow it out straight away. Okay, here we go. I have water spray handy, so I can, if things get out of hand, I can quickly put the fire out. Imagine explaining that to the insurance company. Don't do this at home. Oops, that nearly got away. Oh, water. Yeah, so I needed to use the water that time. Oh, it's still going. What I'm trying to do is just get the edges scorched a little bit. But, the candle has other ideas. Okay, I'm just going to douse it in a bit of water. Maybe I should clean up the soot and the ashes. Well, I haven't set the house on fire. That's a good thing. Quite like that. And where are we? Getting back to my bits and pieces. Do I want to put a bit of book page behind that? Maybe. Let's have a look here. Yes, I do. More jottings on there. I'm just going to glue that down onto that book page like that. So once again, I have no plan of what I'm doing, making it up on the fly. Just gotta love that excitement. And let's trim it up. Yeah, with the ephemerember, because I don't like to wait and see what other people have done, I made my decision to do my video before I knew what animal that Barbara and Louisa had picked. And coincidentally, because what I did was write all the animal names down onto a little piece of paper. I folded them up, put them in a jar, and then pulled them out one at a time. And then, like, I went day one, it's that animal. So day one for me came out as the hedgehog, which is the animal that they had for day one. So I thought that was pretty clever. It's pure, absolute pure coincidence. Now, little froggy, where are you going to sit now? should have left that open. Okay, let's open the top bit up. Pop them in there. You can go in that hole. So I've been trying to watch everybody's videos today. See what everyone's doing. I haven't got very far with that process though. I'm just going to use glue stick and get him in there. And I don't know why I put glue there then, on his back leg. Anyway, so he's there. Now I want to, which side? Quite like that side better, but it's too, maybe I can put them together like that. No, let's go this side. I'm going to staple them together using my new favourite tool, which is my tiny attacher. I love this. How about put the bit of map on here? It's kind of dry. Put the really burnt piece out to the side. Put another staple in there. Stick that there. Guess what? I'm going to staple it. I actually love the exposed staples. Not so much these ones because they're so small, but you know, the big ones, the regular size staples, I think they're awesome, especially if you get the brass ones, which is what I had, brass staples, so they look really nice. But the staplers had better days, seen better days. Made a bit of a mess of that. And I think because that's a little bit bulky there, I might use some liquid glue. I'm going to watch this glue because it has a tendency to just come out of the top by itself. Yesterday when I was doing my video, I laid it on its side because I'm trying to keep the glue to the top of the bottle, so I thought I'll just lay it on its side thinking I'd pick it up and use it again within a minute or so, just like that. And a little bit of time elapsed and I hadn't used it, and I looked down and the glue was just all coming out the end of it. So I picked it up and it was like this big gooby hanging down off it. Yeah. So something got stuck down that wasn't meant to be stuck down, stuck onto the collage. Okay. Something on a string, a measurement of something, a piece of a map, something in a geometric shape. Other besides rectangular, something cold to touch the frog, and the bonus is a person. Should I put a person in there? I don't know. Not sure. It does look a little bit bare. Maybe a paper doll. I'll get a paper doll. Right, I found this in my scrap pile. It's actually one of Louisa's digital kits. I think it's called Marry Me Juliet. So I'm going to pop her there, but make it look like she's partially behind this. And because I've glued it down, that glue is well and truly stuck now, so I can't get it off, lift it up or anything. So I'm going to cut off that side there like that and just put her there. So that looks like she's in there behind that, sort of looks like it. There you go. so I don't usually use bonuses. Okay, now the only thing I think it needs is a bit of splattering and a little border. And somewhere on this desk, oh, you wouldn't believe what this desk looks like. There it is. Yes, put the top on that. And let me just, let's just do this. Okay, and splatters. I think gold splatters. Okay, so I'm going to use this gold here. Just going to spray some water on that. Grab a paintbrush. I like this colour on here because it's nice and subtle. That will do. Today is the 2nd of December. So, December 2nd, 2022. This won't be published for a couple of days yet, so maybe a little bit later when you see it. Okay, what do you think? Let me know in the comments whether you like it or not. Notice I did something really different this time. I haven't put anything down on the page before I started my collage. Normally I put a paper down. Thought this time I won't. I think I've done it pretty much every collage I've done. You know what I'm really looking forward to doing? A flip through of this book so you can see how I've progressed, because my style has totally changed. When I first started, I sort of had no idea what I was doing. I had an idea, but I wasn't really good at it, and my, you know, I used to do stuff and there'd be no focal point, and I think I've really grown as a collage artist since doing this challenge. Well, that one I didn't put a backing on it, but pretty much everyone else has got paper glued down over the page. Okay, that's me done for week 49 of Margarete Miller's. So the hashtag for this playlist is 2022 CWP49 if you want to check it out. There's some very talented people making collages every week, and give them a bit of support, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be number 2 in the December. And yeah, so I hope you like that. I'm just trying to think whether it will be number 2 or number 3. I've got to work out how I'm going to release the videos, because I'm going to have 2 on the same day. So anyway, that's my problem. You don't have to worry about it. So bye for now. Cheers from Australia. Hooroo.